I like to bring you, the fact is that a lot of Christian bookstores are no longer. It's sad because I used to love to go in there and just look at all the different Bibles and look at all the different books and all the different things. And a lot of them ended up going out of business during the pandemic. And so really at this point, a lot of times to buy a decent Bible, you really have to look somewhere online. And what we bring you at QVC is something very special. It comes to us from Lifeway. It is the CSB, which is called the Christian Standard Bible. It's very similar to the NIV, which is the New International Version, but it's super giant print. Watch this. Look at that. 16-point font. If you've ever been working on your computer and you're writing a document of some sort or a letter and you pick your font size, this is 16-point font. What that does is allow you to be able to read it and see it even when you don't have your glasses on or the lighting isn't great. It's H452 767. We have it in 3 colors. We offer it in this beautiful purple. We also offer it in gray because these are for men and women. We also have it in the turquoise, and that's, again, a beautiful color to choose from. Considering now all you know so far, and it's customer top rated, how about the fact that it's less than $30, $28.98, and that makes it an amazing Bible for you to be able to buy for that price. Brooke Tort is joining me. She is working with Lifeway, and so she understands what this is all about. Brooke, how are you this morning?
Hi, Mary Beth. I'm so excited to be back on QVC with you.
My pleasure. So this is a really special Bible. Certainly the thing that stands out first and foremost is the 16-point font, right?
Absolutely. Yes. One of the many reasons why I love QVC is they truly listen to the customer, and the QVC customer asked for a larger font. So QVC came to Lifeway and said, hey, can we get a larger font? And now we have 16-point font. So it is just a great font, even if you don't have a hard time reading.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many reasons that get in the way of reading the Bible, and being able to not see should never, ever be one of them. So now we have this beautiful Bible that you can get in your hands today.
Yeah, it obviously has all 66 books of the Bible, but the other thing that it has is it has titles of Jesus, a topical concordance, the table of weights and measurements, where to turn. And I think that one is where I want to go next. I'm just gonna, let me get there to that page, 1950 something. Here we go, 1951, I think it is. When it's talking about, it's got the maps, which even with all the things going on in the news, it's nice to be able to have the maps and figure out what's where. Also, what maybe, was called one thing in the Bible days is called something else at this point. But the other thing too is just to be able to come back. You've got lots of area to write notes and things. So if you want to be able to do that, you can. Tell me more about this Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I love that you brought up the where to turn, because I just think it's
Now
such
I
a
found it.
beautiful feature that
Yeah.
this Bible has. So, I mean, this Bible, the Bible in general is a life manual, and it really is practical for all the things that you need. So you can look in the screen and it says, when you're facing danger, when you're discouraged, when you're bored, when nothing seems to be going right. I mean, how many of us feel that way on a daily
Yeah.
basis? Like, what
Right.
is going on? And so you can
Right.
go to what you're feeling and what you're dealing with that day, and go to the verse that goes with that, and just feed your soul and
Yeah.
just really help yourself feel better. And another thing that I want to point out is the words of Jesus are in red, which I think
Okay.
is so beautiful,
Yeah.
because not every Bible has that. And Mary Beth, I'm sure people have said this to you, and I've felt this way before. I want to hear God's voice. I want to hear him
Yeah.
speak. Well, you know what? We have the Bible, we have this resource, and we can open up and see those red words and read those over ourselves and say, hey, this is God speaking, and these words are for us to take into our daily life.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll tell you, it's such a beautiful Bible, and it's done so well. It's easy to read. Tell me a little bit more about this CSB, Christian Standard Bible. How I said it's a
Yeah.
lot like the NIV, the New International Version, which means what?
It really is. So the CSB is a Christian Standard Bible, and it has truly become my favorite version of the Bible because it's easy to read. It's
Hmm.
not the these and thous that we've heard in other translations, but also it's easy to understand. So it's really awesome because you can know that it's reliable. It is the Word of God. It stays true to the original Greek and Hebrew translation, but it's something that when we read it, it's not the these and thous. So I even have here up, I have Matthew 5, and it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the humble, for they will inherit the earth." So it's just so easy to
Yeah,
understand. And now you have the 16-point font. So not
right.
only is it easy to see, but it's easy to read as
Yeah.
well with the CSB.
This is a great Bible for you. It's a great Bible for anyone you know who just feels like they need larger print. I wanted to talk about this right here. They actually have taken some of the lettering and put it in bold letters. What does that mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So something about this is the whole Bible is one big story, and it's a Bible that points to Jesus. So whether you're in the Old Testament where Jesus hasn't come yet, or in the New Testament when Jesus arrives, you're able to see in the Old Testament where that was spoken about Jesus, and that came to life in the New Testament. So you're able to read what was happening in the Old Testament and
Yeah,
see how it pointed to Jesus, which I just think is so beautiful
right.
to be able to see how it all
Mhm.
comes together like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, especially when it was written over hundreds and hundreds of years by so many different
Right.
people. And so the fact that in the New Testament, wherever you see these bold prints, you know that that is actually repeating something that was in the Old Testament, which really truly is amazing because somebody who wrote it maybe wrote it hundreds of years before that. This is beautifully done. It looks gorgeous. It's got that wonderful silver to it on the outer edge. It's 16-point font. The exterior feels like leather, even though it's a leatherette. By the way, too, we have a children's Bible, and it's called the Explorer Bible. And if you want to get that for kids, or even like junior high, etc., you know what's in there besides the whole Bible? There are QR codes that the kids can take their phones and, take a picture of the QR code or put it on with their camera, and it will bring up stories about that part of the Bible. And it's really neat for them because it just kind of brings it into the 21st century. But this is a wonderful Bible if you want it. Brooke, thank you so much for joining me. I so
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Place your order. We have